You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Hello, and welcome to Memphis-Shelby County Schools Report. We're coming to you from the studios of Germantown High School Television. I'm Maria Strickland. Our final show this season is a collaboration with C19. Over the next 30 minutes, you will see highlights from this year's The State of the District. A lot of ground was covered, so let's get right into it. Here's Interim Superintendent Tony Williams.
Good morning, everyone. I am Reverend Althea Green, your school board chair, and it is my pleasure to stand before you today at the 2023 Memphis-Shelby County Schools State of the District Address. As we continue reflecting on the state of the district, I am honored to present the finalists for two very special awards, the Supervisor of the Year and the Principal of the Year.
The finalists for Supervisor of the Year are Brian Ingram, Executive Director of Talent Management.
When I think about my philosophy of leadership, it's about being in a perpetual state of service to others. And leading in any organization or any entity, it's about people first. It's not programs, it's not initiatives, but it's about having a strong focus on people because it's people that move the work forward.
Sonia Payne, Director of Family and Community Engagement.
My leadership philosophy is being able to help people with situations different from their own without being judgmental. I'm a servant leader by heart, and I believe in helping others.
Reggie Jackson, Assistant Superintendent, Academic Operations.
When I think about being able to assist individuals, I always just remember that at the end of the day, it really feels good to help people. And I think that's really the epicenter of my leadership philosophy. Responsiveness connected with service.
The finalists for Principal of the Year are Dr. Renee Meeks, Sea Isle Elementary.
My leadership philosophy is that leaders should be transformational. Transformational leadership is important because it encompasses instruction, community, family community engagement, social emotional learning for students and adults.
Kianda Coleman, John P. Freeman Optional School.
My leadership philosophy is one where it's an integrated approach where the community, parents, teachers, and students work together to carry out and live out the mission and vision of the school.
Dr. James Suggs, G.W. Carter College and Career Academy.
My leadership philosophy is simple. We focus on, number one, small wins. When I say small wins, I mean we do things in increments of 10. We try to go 10 days fight free. I encourage my students to go 10 days of being on school on time. I encourage them also to go 10 days without referrals. So when I say small wins, we are always focused on small wins.
Congratulations. Congratulations again for Principal of the Year. All right, congratulations, and Supervisor of the Year. So let me say this. John Maxwell once said that many of us want the perks of leadership without the price of leadership. The price of leadership is fatigue. The price of leadership is sometimes tough decisions. The price of leadership is selflessness. But most of all, the price of leadership is service. And our district is better because of your years of selfless service. I want you to accept my token of appreciation. I had to ask, do men like flowers? So I don't know, but I got you guys some flowers because I think it's important to have your flowers when you are alive. So just accept that as my token of appreciation for right now. Wink, wink. Right. In my time as superintendent, I've led by listening, and now I have a joke. I've led by listening and questioning everything, probably driving everybody crazy, right? So I've asked myself and my team, how do we move forward, guys? How do we move forward post-pandemic? What's working? What's also not working? How do we be honest with ourselves? Our students are not only challenging themselves, they're challenging us. They're challenging us to be bolder, to innovate faster. So I want you to take this opportunity to listen to a short clip from one of our students.
Transforming the 901, it reminds me of a quote. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. Here at Memphis-Shelby County Schools, we believe in growing and being great, but we believe in growing and being great not because we have to, but on purpose. We are the largest school district in this state, 23rd largest in the nation. And as we gravitate from a district of intervention to a district of innovation, from a district of pearl to a district of progress, we believe in putting our precious assets, our students, genuinely first and not second or subpar from that. We believe in a 21st century education, 21st century teachers, 21st century infrastructure, and a 21st century rigorous curriculum for all students here in Memphis-Shelby County Schools so that every student, when they graduate high school, they can be somebody when they grow up. That is what I'm accustomed to, and that's what I truly believe what transforming the 901 really means to me.
It is important to understand that our district has to invest in over 100,000 students in their safety, 14,000 employees. So safety, we have to invest in their emotional well-being and the support for families. Respect, as I've been leading through listening, respect is something that we've been talking about in every conversation. Respect goes a long way, and it is important to be treated, and most importantly, to treat our parents, our students, our staff with respect, ultimately improving our culture and our climate. Academics should be at the core of everything that we do. Our strategies and our resources must directly align to student outcomes. In fact, the results of the statewide TCAP test administered last spring show that our students are recovering. For the first time since the 2015 school year, Memphis-Shelby County Schools is a level 5 school district, the highest distinction available based on TBOS composite scores. So no matter what you say, I want to celebrate that because I'm sure that work wasn't easy. So I'm proud to announce this year we have approximately 3,500 students enrolled in advanced courses than we did last year. That's positive. So that means that more students are taking honors courses, advanced placement courses, pre-AP, international baccalaureate courses, dual enrollment, and local statewide dual credit courses compared to the prior year. So let's talk about our roadmap here. So we acknowledge that 80% of our students need extra resources, extra time to get on track. Our path forward in academics is to focus on attendance. We've had a lot of conversations as a community about attendance, pre-K expansion, literacy commitments, extended learning, and special supports for special populations, right? Such as our English language learners. So I want to take an opportunity to unpack chronic absenteeism. Attendance is one of the best predictors of student success, but unfortunately, across the nation, the state, the district, too many students are struggling to succeed because of chronic absenteeism. That's a fact. So chronic absenteeism rates for approximately our state-run schools are 50% in our county. So we understand that if our students aren't in class, they can't pass. So let's talk about some of the great things that we've done. We've reconvened the attendance task force with support of our school board members, particularly board member Love. This is what we've learned. We've been dismantling the barriers that block needed social supports. So we're raising the bar, we're using technology more efficiently to connect with resources to parents. So now when parents receive a message about their child missing school, it just makes sense. We're connecting them to a state database with services in their community, such as food pantries, healthcare clinics. That's an opportunity, right? Parents, if you need support, if you need assistance, if we need to remove barriers, call us. At Memphis-Shelby County Schools, we're here to support. Our number is 901-416-6007, 901-416-6007. It's a call to action to say that we're here and we can help remove whatever barriers that you have. We've automated district warning notices, 3 or more notices of unexcused absences. We've added to report cards, parents, to inform you of your absences. So we currently have a Memphis-Shelby County Schools literacy commitment. We've invested more than $30 million in 750 specialized education assistants in grades K through 2. And within the first year of adding specialized education assistants in classrooms for K through 2 students, we made double-digit gains in ELA scores and math. We're trending up. We then invested over $42.3 million in staffing and resources for before, after, and in-school tutoring programs designed to provide enrichment in reading and math. We know that the most effective strategy is high dosage and low ratio tutoring. This is our community call to action. We need more tutors. So we haven't talked a lot about special populations. That's another part that I think is a moment to educate our community as English as a second language population continues to grow. We continue to invest in our English language learners that make up 13%. That's a large number of our student population. That is almost 13,000 students, right? English as a second language as we're looking forward to ensuring that we have foundational literacy. In our upcoming budget, you'll find that we need support in getting these teachers endorsed. So we're gonna pay for it. We're gonna pay for the endorsements. We're going to offer a 10,000 sign-on bonus and retention incentive. We're adding an additional 20 teachers so that we can have more contact hours. And so our teachers, we need you. We've also strengthened pretty much our ability to provide small group instruction and collaboration with content teachers. We have an English language proficiency that is growing. All right, let's talk about CCTE. We want our students to be what? Employed, but gainfully employed in jobs that pay a living wage. So one bright spot here, our student industry credentials are up by 7% over this time, the same time last year.
With our CCTE courses, we try to get a kid ready for the industry, just in case that's the path that they choose to go straight into a workforce to receive a livable wage income. So we show them all aspects of that industry.
So this program impacts students in a major way as far as being able to grow a skill, learn skills in the automotive industry.
So we put them to work. They get an associate's degree for very little money. Can't beat it. Then they get a lucrative career with valuable job skills that you can only get at a technical college, in the military, or through an apprenticeship program with one of the unions. And that's a 5-year program through the union. They can actually do this in 2.
Over the years, you see a lot of successes in the program, and that comes in the form of your students being successful. We've got students working in the automotive industry at various dealerships. I've got students working in the aviation industry at various airlines.
I was a General Metals welding student at Hamilton High School. Shout out HHS. That training in 2 years gave me the ability to work and take care of myself. That this trade is very valuable and you can make good money doing it.
My advice for students is to get all the experience you can right here, right now. Make all the mistakes you can make right here, right now, so that once you're in the industry, you've learned, you've crafted, you've honed your skills, and you can just go to work comfortably.
We're expected to receive $43 million in grants called the CCTE Innovative Schools Grants. This funding will provide $1 million for each high school, $500,000 for middle school. The initial, I said initial, submission of funds will help redesign labs, purchase equipment, and it would also ensure that we align for certification outcomes. So college and career development is one of the hottest topics that we cannot deny in education right now, even at the state level. Another hot topic nationwide, especially in Memphis, is community crime. So a lot of talk lately in our community to really talk through absences that are connected with the spike in youth crime. As discussed earlier, attendance counts, and since becoming superintendent, I put measures in place to tackle the issues of absenteeism and attendance and truancy. We have invested over $22 million in social emotional learning with our COVID relief funds. We were even able to add safety special project coordinators to our staff, which allows students to receive more mentoring, more life skills, more life courses, conflict resolution sessions, social emotional support through a program called Project Stand. We also have a pursuit center. The program addresses negative behaviors by boys between the ages of 14 and 18. And it also disrupts the school-to-prison pipeline. It serves students who would otherwise be in a juvenile court detention center. It has a 93.5 success rate, reducing recidivism. We also are investing in technology upgrades to ensure that our campuses are safe as possible.
We have made an investment, a multi-million-dollar investment in new safety equipment for our schools. We know that as the world evolves, the safety needs of our buildings and our campuses and our students also evolve. And so we want to make sure that our students and our campuses have the best equipment available to keep them safe each and every day.
We're going to test this technology for about 30 days, and this is the latest technology that's out there now. The technology that we're testing is time sensitive because the old systems that we had kind of bogged down the flow of the process.
It allows us in a short period of time to get 1,600 students through safely. All visitors, all staff come through, and it's really a great invention, and I really appreciate Memphis-Shelby County Schools allowing Southwind to be a pilot. Another caveat to it, we have alarms on the doors, so there's only 2 entrances for students to come in, students and staff to come in, visitors as well, so that makes the building more secure.
I want to be safe every day I come to school because we come here to learn, come here to have fun, experience new things, learn new things about the world outside of us. So I mean, I feel like safety is like a very important thing, and it comes with a lot.
Our students come in the morning. They come in the morning, they have to go through this process. The process is what is a weapons detection system. So they can keep their cell phone, their keys, all of that. They can keep that in their pockets. They don't have to take that out. There are certain things that they do have to remove, and we have them doing that. But it expedites the process. So they go through the system. If the system alerts or indicate that it is something on them, then we send them to another station where we have x-ray machines, and we call it a resolution station. And that resolution station will process them until they are clear to enter into our schools, because safety is paramount for us in everything that we do. With the older system, we never had an opportunity to process every person that comes through. We had to do what we call random searches, which means we may search every 10, every 12, every 15, whatever our numbers will be for that day. But we were not able to search every student that came in the building, every visitor, every staff. With this system, we can we can screen everybody that comes in.
I won't give up on our students. I won't give up on our students, and I don't want you to give up on our students. And we will create safe zones around this city so that our children can thrive. I want to share a brief video of how we're partnering with local leaders and organizations to create safe havens after school for students like the YMCA.
I'm so excited today. We're here today to celebrate $1 million that Congressman Steve Corn has secured for Memphis-Shelby County Schools along with the YMCA. We love being able to offer our parents before and after school services at no cost. It's an honor, just a partnership with Memphis-Shelby County Schools, and then to have your congressman to join you at an aftercare program, and why not at one of the greatest schools in Memphis, Snowden School, which I'm a proud Snowden Green Dog.
We were proud to get $1 million from YMCA to help with after-school programs here in Memphis through the community projects and the United States Congress budget. That was important to me. Education and healthcare are the areas where we emphasized our work. And we look forward to helping more next year.
So it gives a safe place first and foremost for them to be, but also an opportunity for us to really pour into them and share hope and opportunity so we can expose them to many activities that will lay the foundation so that they can go on and be successful in whatever careers and lives that they are blessed to pursue.
I was able to come to the YMCA. I would have probably been home for a very long time, or been somewhere else.
It means opportunity for the boys and girls. It means enrichment, involvement. It means things that they'll be able to do, field trips, different vendors coming in to share knowledge with them. This means just great opportunity academically.
We need new schools, so let's talk through it. Right? So recently we've secured $77 million towards a $125 million high school replacement for Germantown. So this replacement funding will support a new high school in Cordova. This is the district's first new high school in 10 years. I want to say thank you to Mayor Lee Harris and the Shelby County Commission for their initial contribution, and I just thank you. So now here's the tough truth. Great facilities, great programs are all for the naught if we don't have what to run them? Great teachers, great teachers.
The finalists for Teacher of the Year are Dr. Tisha Hobson, Hickory Ridge Middle School.
My teaching philosophy actually aligns with our district's mission, and that is to empower, serve, equip, and prepare our students for success in learning, leadership, and life.
Thomas Denson, White Station Elementary.
My philosophy of education is that all students are able to learn. When you walk into my classroom, it is literacy rich, it is equity driven, and every student is able to succeed.
Dr. Ali Liddell, Central High.
What I'm passionate about is music, and more specifically music education, and building future musicians to go out in the world. Some to come out maybe as teachers, some to come out as performers, or maybe some just come out as music lovers. But those are my goals and what I'm passionate about.
And yes, teaching takes preparation and training, but most importantly, it takes heart. It also truly does take teamwork to get this done. We know that, please know that we're on your team. Whether it's cabinet members, whether it's school board members, we're family, and we got to figure this thing out together, so thank you. Our team is much stronger because of their presence for new and veteran teachers. In order to retain our awesome educators, because I just said that we can't do this work without educators, next year, Memphis-Shelby County Schools, with the blessing of the board, will invest an additional $27.3 million in teacher salaries. That's big there. New teachers will benefit from this investment, so our students in our community can be what? Triumphant together. I want to give you one last thank you to the UEA and MSCEA for their strong advocacy during collaborative conferencing and that process. I want to thank the YMCA, our strategic partners of literacy, the University of Memphis and the River City Partnership, Seeding Success, our teachers, our administrators, our board members, and all 14,000 employees across the district as we work together to press toward progress. I want to thank our 110, round up 110,000 students, many of whom who are watching today. I know that through partnerships, we can travel from trending up to triumphant. If I didn't believe this in my soul, I wouldn't have taken the opportunity to serve during this time, and I certainly wouldn't have lasted through the curves and challenges that this year has brought. Nearly 7 months ago, the board behind me has given me an opportunity to serve in the greatest moment in my life. This is my community. I look forward to continuing to serve as interim superintendent, and thank you for allowing me to represent the children of my community, Memphis-Shelby County Schools. And I wanted to tell you that we will continue to lead by listening and questioning. That was a moment, leading by listening and questioning. And we will be bold, we will be innovative, and we will move forward. I look forward to you all. We can't do this work alone. And if we unite, no matter the endeavor, we will be triumphant together. So thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Again, thank you to the Interim Superintendent Tony Williams for inviting us to the State of the District and to C19 for collaborating with us on this show. If you would like to learn more about Memphis-Shelby County Schools, visit us on the web at SESK12.org. We'll see you next year on Memphis-Shelby County Schools Report.